For today's blended learning, your task is to produce a presentation drawing for the stationery holder that you will be making. Presentation drawing should look something like that. You have to sketch it first and then you render it, right? And it has got to be something that is of better quality, right? You have to color render it, right? After you have sketched it, okay. Let's see how you can produce. Okay. Now you have generated many different shapes using lines and circles. You can use one of the shape for your back panel. Now the shape that you have generated is actually used as this back panel down here. Alright, the back panel. This one looks something like the dish that you have made, right? The dish that you have made, and then this metal plate is actually the aluminum plate that I have given you. Some of you have punched your message down here. Alright. So now for example, if I have generated a shape, right? For example, this is the shape that I've generated using lines and circle. Line and circle, right? So how do I transform it now? Transform it into a stationery holder. Okay, of course, when I want to transform it into stationery holder, I want to hold some pencil, right? I will drill a few holes down here, right? I will need to drill a few holes. And then this part, later on, this part I can bend it. Now, when I bend it, right, it will look something like that, right? So you can actually put pencil inside here. Okay, now what is these two holes? These two holes is actually they are for the screws. Now you see you have a base down here. It's a wooden base. Alright, this is for you to bend. Right, after you bend already, it will become like that. Alright, it becomes like that. And then from behind you can actually the screw you can put down here and screw it onto the base. Okay, now I'm going to show you step by step how you transform your shape into a stationery holder. Now I have provided you with a template, right? So that it's easier for you to sketch. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, uh, your the template I have given you a guide, right? This template is basically a guide for you. Now, for example, this is a shape that you have generated. All right, I will now, right, this is my design. You can generate your own shape, right? The first step is of course to transform this into a 3D sketch. All right, draw this line, right? This line I will darken this part. Right, this line down here, I will darken. Right now, this line down here must be parallel to this line. So I draw this, right, parallel to this line. Um, then down here, going up, right? Going up. Okay, I'll do this. Going up, something like that. Right, there's a curve, so I will draw a curve. Draw a curve here, a little bit straight, and then I curve. Right, I curve out. Back here, come down straight. Come down straight this part, and then I have a curve down here. Curve down here. The base. Right, I will darken this base a little bit. Alright. So my first step is complete. I've transferred this in onto this surface, isometric surface. Alright. Then what happened is I will add a little bit of thickness, right? Add a little bit of thickness on top. Add a little bit of thickness. The thickness should be like that. Alright, down here. That side cannot see. The thickness down here, I add a little bit. Now, bear in mind that the thickness must always follow be parallel to this direction, right? Okay, so a little bit of thickness, right? A little bit thickness. Into here. Right, then come down. A little bit of thickness. Now I can say that I extend this part a little bit, then I bend, right? So I will darken this part. uh, why is there such this part this part is actually to bend so that you can put a screw, right? Screw it onto the base, right? Another screw is basically down here, but you can't see because it's hidden. Alright, so now I have this, but then this is no good, not good enough, right? You can't actually hold any pencil, right? You can't hold any pencil. So what I can do, right? I can do is okay, I can do basically what I do is I can do a cut, right? I cut on I cut this, and then after I cut this, basically I cut only this part and this part. So this part is still intact, so I can bend this part, right? I can bend this part, I can bend this, right? I can bend this, and I give it a little bit of thickness, right? A little bit of thickness here, right? And I say that I am drilling a hole down here, right? I drill a hole and I'll hold down here, so I can hold two pencils down here. Alright, I can hold two pencils. Now this line inside shouldn't be visible lah. So shouldn't be visible. There is actually a cut down here. We have already cut this part. Add a little bit of thickness, so because it should be visible. A little bit of thickness for the acrylic. Alright, a little bit of thickness for the acrylic. Okay, so the next step is, of course, for you to draw. Now I can hold two pencils already. Alright, now I can hold two pencils. Now this is only one way of holding the pencil. Now if you have any other ways, alright, any other better ways, you can draw it down here. Alright, you can draw it down here. Now the other thing that you can draw. Now if the flowery dish that you have made, right, is too challenging for you, what you can do is you can do a cylindrical dish. Alright, cylindrical dish like that. Come down and then go here. Alright, do a curve. Alright, this is a cylindrical dish. Shade it a little bit. Shade it a little bit. I don't know whether you remember the color, right, for the dish that you have chosen, like for the dish that you have made. But doesn't matter, you can choose another color for your presentation drawing. Alright, now then you have another metal tag. Leave it to you whether you want to put it this way or you want to put it this way. Alright, up to you. Or you want to put it slanting, right? Slanting also can, right? It's up to you to put. Now for this one, so for simplicity's sake, I will just do it this way, right? I just do it this way. Now you exercise your own imagination. You want to put it in some other ways, right? Some other angle, right? Up to you. Even for this back panel, right? You don't have to only put it at this angle, right? Don't have to put it at this angle. Right, I put it add a little bit of thickness for the aluminum, right? A bit. Right, inspiration message you can write down here. Right, you can write down here. I will write, I am the best. Right, so this is something that you have already, if this is something that you have already what you call, if this is something that you have already punched into your aluminum, right, plate, you just do that. Now then this is the base. Of course you haven't designed the base, alright, but you can, okay, maybe I do around, right, I round off the corner down here. I round off the corner down here. Now rectangle is not interesting, so I will make a cut down here. I will go in, I will go out here, right? I'll make a cut down here. I will create a different shape down here, come here, and then maybe I will do a curve down here. Come down here, this one I cut away. Right. So if this is my shape, then I will add later on. I will add a little bit of thickness for the base. Okay. Add thickness for the base. Start with gentle stroke, right? Later on, then you darken. I can't start really with too gentle because otherwise the camera may not be able to capture. Right, so this part should look something like that. Okay, so I've gotten the base now. Then you use a brown. Okay, this one. You use a brown color. You can color this thing brown color very lightly, and then after that you can draw a little bit of wood grain, right? What is wood grain? I think you handle wood before, you will see some of these lines, right? Right, some of these lines, right? Wood grain, right? You just draw the wood grain, right? Just draw some simple wood grain, and then color this part brown color, right? Color brown color, and then of course for your back panel, right? You go and do your coloring. I use a pencil. Let's just use pencil and darken the lines a little bit, right? Show a little bit thickness. Now for the thickness, this part of the acrylic, right? You just color using a darker color, right? Darker color. Alright, for the other parts of the acrylic, down here the surface, and down here you choose a color that you like. It can be red, it can be green, it can be yellow. Alright, any color, but you need to show me the color gradient. You need to shade it, not flat color. You need to shade it. Alright, if let's say you assume that the light is coming from here, then down here must be very light, down here will be darker. Alright, so for those of you who want to put in your interface, right? Let's say I put in my pencil. Right, my pencil, put in, it should look something like this. Right? Okay, I put in pencil. Pencil will look something like this, and then I will shape my pencil a little bit, right, to cover the line behind, right, because the line behind not supposed to be visible, right? Color a little bit, right, so I have placed a pencil down here. You darken this part. So this is just an example. Produce a good one, right? Color shading, right? So you have enough time, so do not need to rush. Alright, produce a good presentation drawing. This is only one way of implementing. For some of you, right, let's say this is a base. I reproduce a base down here, right? I just do a quick sketch. Okay, let's say this is the base. And then okay, I have my acrylic down here. I do a quick sketch. Alright, then later on you go and darken yourself. Okay, if my base is here, down another way for me to hold my pencil, right? Of course, basically you can drill one hole, drill two holes down here. You can still hold your pencil, right? You can still hold your pencil. Now you decide which way you want. You can still hold your pencil, of course. Right. Now, or this one may not be deep enough, right? This one may not be deep enough, so it's not going to hold your pencil very securely. So what you can do, I will put a block of wood down here. Maybe I'll put a block of wood. Right. Put a block of wood down here. Right, so my pencil will be like that. Right, presentation drawing you got to draw a little bit better. Right, then you see I drill the hole down here. Right, I can drill 2 holes down here, or 3 holes, or 4 holes, right, up to you. Right, you go and see what is your specification, right? Are you holding two pencil, 3 pencil, or whatever, right? Right, you can put a block of wood. That is another way, or right. So this piece down here, you can see it. For example, or this piece is actually this piece of acrylic is actually cut from the same piece of acrylic, right, from the back panel. Or I can have another piece, right? It doesn't have to be rectangle, doesn't have to be rectangular, right? It can be some random shape, right? Some random shape that you design, right? Then you have this, right? There are multiple ways for you to hold the pencil, all right? Give it a try, do your best, all right? And then bring the color rendered presentation during our next lesson. All right, I'll see you again. Bye bye.